Hornsby has actually been speaking at every single one of these Lex Think events. He's talking about gaming the system. Are lawyers ready to game up?
Nothing, I say, shall be deemed the policies of the American Bar Association or any of its constituent entities. Any questions so far? Great. Okay. I want to talk about, I can't believe other people do this without notes. I want to talk about, at the beginning, access to justice and our obligation to provide justice for all as a social obligation. The World Justice Project ranks the United States 47th among countries in providing access to legal, civil legal services. We are behind Tunisia, Jamaica, Pakistan, Mongolia, Uzbekistan, and what we lack is engagement. What we lack is the ability to engage people to know when they have a legal solution to their problems. For 35 years, we've had advertising. We've had guys like the Hammer tell us that if we're rolled over by a semi-truck, that they'll get us cash. But that's opportunity. That's not engagement. We also have great customer service. We have the Tortmobile. We have house calls. We provide house calls. We have a law firm in New York will send a limo to get you and bring you to their office. But that's convenience. That's not engagement. Some people think that the reason people don't hire lawyers is because lawyers are too expensive. But we have contingency fees. We have prepaid programs. We have bar-sponsored lawyer referral services that charge less than reduced fees. We have lawyers in the marketplace. You can get a will for $150. You can get a divorce for $500. You can get a bankruptcy for $750. Our rates are really very modest. Don't ever click on that. Your email will change forever. So I learned the hard way. We also have social media that we used for efforts for engagement. But, there's not a lot of people using a lot of the social media yet. Only 13% of lawyers are on Twitter, and half of them are in this room now. And probably some of you are tweeting about what you had for breakfast. So we have legal illiteracy, but it's so what if people don't know who the Chief Justice is? What they really don't know is when they have a legal problem, and we have an engagement deficit. We have the inability for people to understand when they have that problem. So that brings me to gamification, a silly made-up word that just means games. Go figure. Why use a small word when you can use a bigger one? So we have board games, we have baseball, ball games, we have all sorts of games. When we don't have games, we even make them up. I make up games all the time. I'm making up a game right now. I'm trying to predict, the voices in my head are trying to tell me what you're tweeting right now. It's a source of amusement for me. We all do that because it enhances our engagement. We have taken real things that we do and we've made them online. So we have beer pong. Instead of playing real beer pong, we play beer pong online with Donkey Boy from Omaha. So we have the illusion that we don't drink alone, right? So there's all sorts of wonderful things about games. Now here's the curious part. The legal profession has always been in the vanguard of popular culture. We have movies. We dress up a woman as a judge, pay her $45 million a year to arbitrate neighbor disputes. And so we have an incredible presence there. But when we go online, we have very little presence. We have quizzes, online quizzes. Lawyers who have taken the bar of all people should know that people hate quizzes and tests, right? But that's what we have for our online presence. And then we have some games that are done for childhood education, early childhood education, and To be fair, there are some simulations going on, but Jane McGonigal, in her great book, Reality is Broken, writes about the potential for games to have engagement, and she talks about this, and there's no American word for this, but she says it's a universal gesture of the exhilaration that we feel, and it's called Ferraro, and even cheaters have Ferraro. It's a universal thing, and that's a potential that we have to engage people. The Army had a problem with, and we lead this from games to reality, the Army had a problem with recruiting people and getting teenage boys to sign up for low-paying jobs where people shoot at them. Imagine the possibility. So they created this massive multiplayer online game, and it contributed to the solution of the recruiting problem. And we can do the same. We can come up with ideas. It's really scary if I get one of these, okay? But we can come up with ideas for the legal profession to have multiplayer massive online games. One of the things that McGonigal writes about is a game called World Without Oil. What if we had a game, World Without Courts? What would that be like? Not only do people solve their own problems, but people contribute to the social solutions to that. World Without Wills. What happens if your weird uncle winds up with all your money and gives it to Sean Hannity? So we have this potential. And I think that lawyer Nistas should Nike-fy gamification. And law schools, bar associations, law firms, vendors should all get involved in creating games. And if we do, it's not a trivial pursuit for us. Ferraro!